What's up with y'all boys, man? I was preparing for the new era of this channel and preparing a couple of things that I'm excited for you guys to see because obviously the era of Skibidi toilet, it's not over, but it is in decline, especially because of this situation is gonna kind of be a bookmark and just the history of the community, unfortunately, because this is actually one of the big superstars of the community. This is one of the top five, top seven, top three, whatever. Some people got this as top one. I didn't know what this situation was until people started talking about it in my comment section. They were like, "Yo, Cozy, you just reacted to Spider Run. Like, did you hear about the situation? You hear about the situation? You hear about the situation?" I'm like, "What are y'all talking about?" Now, obviously, if you guys know me, I try my best to be the man of the people. That's why a lot of people are disinterested in some of the content that I do because they be like, "It's brain rot." But what a lot of y'all don't realize is I ask y'all what to watch. I don't really be watching random things. Sometimes I will, but most of the time I'm just reacting to y'all recommendations. That's kind of been how this channel has been ran since the beginning, and I'm not going to stray away from the formula outside of upgrading and adding more kinds of reaction styles. And you'll see what I mean later on, either today or tomorrow, probably today. But to not drag this on, Spider-Run is in a situation which I think is very peculiar just because it don't make no sense. So enough with the yapping. Let's actually talk about it a little bit. And this is not to expose him or to cancel him. This is just to kind of explain it with somebody that y'all trust and somebody that is going to give it to you straight. So let's do it. Okay. So first of all, I had to kind of piece it together myself just because nobody literally told me. And also I talked to a couple smaller Skibidi YouTubers and they didn't want to say nothing or cover it because they didn't want to get in trouble. I'm not sure what that is about. I'm not sure how you would get in trouble. And this is not even to, again, cancel anybody. It's just to spread awareness and to educate everybody on the proper things. We don't want people to make rumors. We want to give it to everybody straight, especially for the people outside looking in. That's like, wow, of course, it's the Skibidi community. Either way, let's start. So Spider-Run posted 4 hours ago. Hello, everyone. Spit here. Regarding the recent situation, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I've done a bad, and his English obviously isn't the best, so don't really come at his grammar. But I've done bad things and got the consequence of it. Thanks for all the support until this time. See you all. Now, I don't know if he should just end his career based off of this, but again, I kind of know the situation. I kind of don't. I am subscribed to him on my other account. Just Cozy is not the account I do reactions on because this account has ads. Like I have multiple YouTube, so this is not the one. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not subscribed. But either way, this next one. Hey all. To explain the situation, I did horrible things in my own Discord community. I let my girlfriend do something horribly inappropriate in my own Discord and something horrible to the mods as well. It's completely and mainly my fault for letting the horse off of the leash and create chaos. I'm the one to blame for this matter. I got the consequence for my incredibly bad mistake and affect my own career. I'm well aware that my own act is unforgivable to all who have supported until this time. Thank you. No, thank you for making good content up to this time. All right, so I just made that video, but I just got sent the official apology. I copy and paste it into notes. So yeah. So let me go ahead and read it here. Obviously, in the video that you're gonna see after this, I probably will say he needs to make a full apology, but I didn't know that this was a thing yet. I'm pretty sure this is the full apology. I don't think there's nothing more that he wants to say. So let's read it, dissect it, talk about it. Okay. Really apologize for what I caused to be. Okay, he said this. Okay. It was never my intention to bring any pain or discomfort. I truly regret my behavior. I should have been more. Okay, I should have been paying attention to what my staff's doings and members, but lately I am heavily occupied with real life matter. Therefore, I'm not able to frequently check in on Discord. I deeply appreciate all of you. I didn't expect all of you to forgive me. Also, your view of me probably changed because of recent things, but at least hear me as I am committed to learning from this and becoming a better person moving forward. How all of this started. All of this started when I heard a few members and friends that there is overgrowing hate from other servers towards staff, whether it's false mute, false ban, false kicks, and this already happened long ago. I'm not gonna lie. I hear this a lot, and Dom talked about this before with the kids, bro. They just be trolling, bro. This is a generation filled with, unfortunately, hate. They just know how to hate. That's what they do. That's what they learned on the internet. That's what they seen growing up. That's what everybody did as streamers, trolling. So now everybody's personality, they troll, they hate, and they just lie also. So when they're like false bans, false kicks, because people try to do that on my server and they get ignored because nobody's abusing y'all. Y'all just annoying and get kicked and get mad when y'all get kicked. That's what happens 90% of the time. You know, there's very few cases where it's actually, you know, mods are just banning people for no reason. Either way, just now because I am more aware, I promoted IsiahCozy to moderator role with the goal of becoming a server helper alongside other staff. From what I've seen, she is loved in general, also helpful in hearing people problems out and giving them solutions or comforting them. But what I didn't know is that she and the other staff are secretly having a beef. She told me that she was unaware of this and think other staff stopped beefing. Again, his English isn't great, so I'm trying to like decipher it and read it with proper grammar. Stop beefing and become neutral again because she had not seen any aggression from any staff. But once she entered the staff team as a moderator, she got hate and pooped on by other trial staff, whether it's in general or in staff chat. B, regarding the unmuting of IsiahCozy. So this is his girlfriend. That's what people are saying. I don't know if it's true or not. He's kind of speaking like she's not his girlfriend, but we'll see. She has always told me that she became a puncher bag for the server staff, ranging from small mistake to a moderate one. She said she will be the voice for those who does not have a voice, or she will be the POV of a normal member and how staff team treats them. She got muted for arguing with staff, which when I asked her, she told me that she only asked, "Can you explain what I did wrong / what he/she did wrong" to a staff member after muting someone. She ended up getting muted too because the staff won't give an explanation for the member mute. So here's the thing: when you're having staff and you're having people with power in the Discord, bro, when you do that, you're pretty much saying like, I trust you to run this when I'm not around, and they're kind of like a reflection of you. And so when you have these staff members, it's kind of SPIDARRUN's responsibility to vet them and make sure that they're doing a great job. So it kind of does still fall on him a little bit as far as this goes. Either way, let's move on. She's also a very caring person. He's defending her crazy. She usually helps with people getting falsely warned, muted, and I ended up unmuting them. But my mistake here is not looking deeper into it and also not questioning my staff team for the false moderating. I should have asked them to inquire why they did it. Wait, why are we not talking about? Okay, here goes the NSFW accusation. Okay, let's do it. Many people claim that she posted NSFW, and from what I've seen, she didn't post any of the containing nudity gore s, making this claim false, as which she did not engage in sending any NSFW gift. Maybe some other gifts are viewed semi-suggestive, but I see where she did wrong here. She sent those in general channel, which is not okay. I have long talked to her about this and telling her to stop, and it worked. As she stopped sending any of those gifts, which is interesting because, again, I'm probably gonna place this at the beginning of the video. Later on in the video, we see people talk about how they both were engaged in doing this. So I don't know, bro. At this point, it's the people. Like, there's no proof anymore. I wish he didn't delete the server. That's the problem. If he didn't delete the server, I would feel like, okay, maybe he got a point here, but he deleted the server. There's no evidence of anything. Like, this is just hearsay at this point. But it is interesting that he's really defending her and making sure that her character is reflected in a positive light, and throwing the moderating team in the garbage, like completely throwing the moderating team under the bus and making them the villains of this entire story, which I find interesting. Definitely interesting. Okay, age. As for age, both of us are 17. That's not an excuse. For accusation of manipulating using my staff, I have befriended all of my staff and take care of them, but lately I can't after what they have caused me. Number one, Maxine. We met 9 months ago. He's very kind. I met him when he was demoted from the DFB server. I eventually invited him over after talking with him, and we had a great time. He always spent his money despite me being against it. He spent his money on server bots. I said no multiple times. He kept going. I know his intentions are always great. He wants to help people from other view. That might not be the same. I've never been like this, nor I ever wanted to be like this. But I was pushed by multiple times to the point of having a breakdown. I always forgave him for causing me so much mental loss. But this recent time, I had enough. I had too many breakdowns over online staff, and I decided I wanted to stop. But I never got the guts to tell him this, so I just ghosted him. This was my bad. I just feared that if I do say that to him, he'll say something about me because I've known him for a long time. Oh, so y'all boys rubbed hands and exchanged secrets, and now he that's okay. Ruby, we met 9 months, similar to like Maxine. Ruby has always been quite a quiet person, sensitive one. She's the brain of the server, the one who set everything up. I always admire her work. She's kind. If you are kind to her, she never caused me any issue. Zeno, I have never been close to Zeno, nor do I know how he acts. And for the other, I am sorry, I am unfit to this. Thank you for your time. It is unfortunate how far one can go before it destroys itself. So that was the long apology, which to me isn't necessarily really an apology, but it is definitely a elaboration on the situation a little bit. Um, I wish that you guys could have seen this video in the order that I did it in, and I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but I'll probably make it in this order because I so I can add context first. But the way it seems, and again, we're gonna the video or the part after this part of the video, you're gonna see like how the community reacted in like certain people's comments. I don't know, bro. It just seems like he threw his staff under the bus and made it seem like it's all their fault, and that him and Ichigo are super innocent, or the girl, his girlfriend, or whoever this is. I'm not sure. Only the people who's in the server, who's around, really know the full truth. I wasn't in the server. If I was in the server, that I don't remember being in there. To be honest, I don't be on Discord unless I'm gaming with my guys, or if it's like work related or collab related. But I'm gonna be real, bro. It's bad, and it's unfortunate. I would implore you all to make your own conclusions and use your own discernment to figure out exactly what's right and wrong here. I don't want to cancel nobody. That's not what I'm here. I'm just here to shed light on the situation, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys and no, I can't even say enjoy it. It's not the end. There's another part. Yeah, bro. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Now, from what I understand, and I'm gonna do this thing where I kind of read some of the comments because I pieced it together using the community words and what you guys said. You guys helped me a lot, whether you know it or not. The comments. So I'm gonna kind of read a comment that somewhat summarizes the situation. I'm gonna give my opinion, then I'm gonna read other opinions from both sides, and then we're gonna close it out. All right, bet. So, I got Photoshop. I got some comments here. Okay, let's do this one. So this one should be the explanation. We're gonna obviously zoom it in. Okay, so right here. So it says his girlfriend posted NSFW in his Discord server full of people that probably shouldn't even be in his Discord, under 13. Facts. She was muted by the admins, but SPIDARRUN unmuted her and gave her a high moderator role so she couldn't be muted again. She proceeded to keep posting NSFW, including adding an NSFW bot. Being unable to stop her, the other moderators of the server tried to get SPIDARRUN to stop her, but he ignored them. They all left the server in protest. SPIDARRUN deletes all chat channels in the server. He makes a terrible apology in his announcements channel, then deletes the server, and no more than 10 minutes later, that's as much as I know. Now, obviously, there's probably a little more context in there, but I think that summarizes it pretty well. I don't think that it's much more than that. That's literally what I'm hearing is what happened. Again, I don't want to spread any rumors unless SPIDARRUN comes out and actually makes a full-length apology or a full-length explanation. Not even that that is that deep for him to do that, but to some it is. So first of all, I'm going to start by saying Discord is a scary place. It's a scary place because a lot of people are behind the computer screens, and because of that, and it's not real life, you don't have a lot of accountability, or people can't check you in real life, or they can't, it's the internet, bro. A lot of y'all already hip to this. I'm not understanding why his girlfriend is even in his Discord, really. Like, you just keep that away, bro. That's your career Discord. I mean, unless it's like a social hub. Like, here's the difference between, and I don't mean to bring myself, but it's just to make a comparison of this and why it's bad. His Discord is based off of his animations. It's based off of his channel. Like, that's his audience. You know, if your main demographic is kids, you can't do an NSFW. That's just not the community. That's not the place for it. Now, if he was to make a different Discord and then do that, that's his business. Like, for example, my Discord is not even predominantly children. All the active people, if you go to my Discord right now, are all grown, 18, 19. The youngest probably 16. There probably is some Skibidi people in there, but my community is a gaming community in my Discord. Like, my Discord isn't really Skibidi Toilet oriented or kid oriented. Like, it's just gamer oriented. If you're a gamer, and you have the secret roles to game with me and all the mods, then you would see, and even I could pull it up right now because I just want to show you guys, like, my server. Some people will be like, oh, it's dead. It's not that it's dead. It's just that, bro, there's VCs that are secret that a lot of people will never know because my OGs, people who've been with me since I started 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, we play games a lot together. And so, that's how we do. We know how to joke. We know how to talk. We know how to communicate. This is something that we've been doing for a little bit. It's not just kids, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really curse on Just Cozy, because I realize I have a large audience of kids now, and cursing a lot is just not worth it. I think I try to be as best a role model as I can be, as far as, you know, when it comes to the kids. I mean, maybe a curse word might slip here or there, or if I do decide to eventually start cursing again on this channel, I'm gonna give a warning beforehand, or I'm gonna let people know, because I don't want to just come out here cursing. Either way, he should have separated it. And you have to be able to control your girlfriend, bro. At the end of the day, that's your partner, and this is your career. You're gonna let your partner ruin your career, and that's shooting y'all both in the foot, because this is, I'm not gonna say your main source of income, but it's a source of income. You know, it's something that you do and that you care about. So why would you let somebody stomp all over your dreams? And if you knew this was going to be the consequence. Now let's read some more comments. Obviously we're going to discuss a little more, but let's just read some more of the comments that I thought kind of stuck out, because there are a couple of dialogues in here. I'll read this one first. Okay, so this is Angel. He said, from what I've read here, I see that what your partner did is simply horrible. I didn't believe a girl capable of doing something like that. Now this will stain your image for a long time, especially because you are one of the best animators in the toilet community. Facts. This is unfortunate. I'm going to be very sincere with you. As a fan of your animations, you shouldn't have canceled Skibidi Invasion. Since that happened, your channel has declined. Many people, I ain't worried about none of that, bro. People going to do what they want to do. And he goes on to say your channel is going to sink even more. That said, I said goodbye. That's a little bit of malice. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, Skibidi Invasion ain't had nothing to do with it, bro. If he want to take his own route, he want to take his own route, and it's probably better for his own individual career anyways. You know, separating himself from Skibidi Toilet, especially because there are certain clauses and things that you have to adhere to if you're making Skibidi Toilet spinoffs. But that's a conversation I will not have on YouTube. Either way, yeah. So I mean, again, it's one of these things where it's like, why? It didn't need to happen. The situation is super stupid. He just couldn't control his girlfriend. I guess his girlfriend a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to go on Discord full of kids to post corn? Like, why is that something you want to do? You know, that you need to check her into, like, you know, I don't know, you know, don't disrespect, but why? That's your, and Spider-Run, if you're watching this with your girl, I gotta say, why would you do this to him? Why? He's one of the best creators in that community. And the Skibidi Toilet community is one of the best creators. Why would we do that? Why would we tarnish his image? Like, it just don't make no sense. Anyways, let's read some more comments, move it along. These are just a couple of dialogues I thought were important for people to see, like back and forths. So let's read this one. He says, it's not truly your fault. You didn't know they could done such things like this. Just take that mistake as a good lesson, though. Spot the wrong person and don't worry, for your career, you can still save it. Somebody responds by saying he can't. He was the one doing NSFW too. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all gonna have to do y'all own detective work. Well, the server was deleted in general, so there is no, you know, there's no proof. He can't exonerate himself. Like, if anything, deleting the server made it worse, because now we can't see the full truth, which would lead the average or anybody who has some detective bone in their body to think, well, he probably did do something that he didn't want us to see that was way worse. Again, I'm not here to start no rumors, just food for thought. Okay, so moving on. He says, and he forced and gaslit his staff on several occasions. He's on fault too. Stop being biased and defend him. He knew what his girlfriend was doing, but he didn't care. He's been doing this for months. Wait, what? They've been doing the NSFW for months, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta come out clear your own name. Like, you need a better apology, because they're cooking you. There's no reason why you have a children's server, bro. If you wanted to share NSFW, you should have made an 18+ server and nobody would have cared. If you knew that's what you wanted to do, you know your fan base is not, and I heard he's like 17. So he's also a kid, but why would you do this? But he's still young. There's plenty of time to learn, I guess. But here goes some next dialogue, or the next dialogue that I also think is important for perspective. Y'all wrong for wanting him canceled. This isn't his fault, and you shouldn't strip his source of income because of such. Next person says he allowed it to help and force / manipulate his mods into allowing it. Skibidi Invasion won't come back if you keep glazing, buddy. He said proof. Skelly came back, said, yeah, and letting him back into the community proves you guys are too obnoxious and too easy to trust someone again. He was the main one on the NSFW. He knew what he is doing. He is 17. Stop defending him. His girlfriend is online, and he doesn't even know her that well. Yet picked her over all his staff. Wait, so his girlfriend is an internet girlfriend? I ain't gonna lie, I don't have all the answers, but if this is not somebody you know IRL, this is just like an online relationship, and you let her do your career like that, bro, come on. We gotta be better. Okay, and he picked her over his staff and protected her. He's been doing this for months and never had remorse until he was getting exposed. I know, because I've been in the read more. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta see that comment. You committed irreversible. You see all these comments. No one escapes justice. You see all these comments. Jeez. I don't think we finding that comment again. Here go another one. All right, buddy. You think a simple logic fix it? You would trust your girlfriend instead of your mods. Jeez, bro. This is crazy. I don't think I'm finding that comment again, bro. Dust yourself off. Shout out. I recognize that commenter. Somebody said it's a hacker. LOL. Okay, Jules, here go another creator. Even though this is a bad thing, we don't want you to leave. I hope you come back with better work than before. LOL. Okay, here go the comment. I found it. Bet. Okay, so he said, I know because I've been in the server for 11 months and have saw it all. He blatantly calls members in his server baby and doesn't stop until he gets bored of playing with them. He drove his members away and did this to himself. He knew it was coming. He is 17. He's a child, like the entire community. Still is responsible for his actions. God no longer considers him a child. The entire apology was Oh, I almost said it. And it was just to get people to like him again. He's 17 and is mature enough. Lord, he's almost an adult. He's a semi-adult. Hey, man, take it for what you will. I'm just here to show the dialogues. Is that the last comment? That might be the last comment. Yeah, it's the last comment. All right, well, that's the last comment. I just wanted everybody to see the dialogue. I don't dislike SPIDARRUND. In fact, I really like his animations. I just think it's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate. This community has come such a long way. And, you know, a lot of people aren't dropping anymore like that. A lot of people are getting ready to detach themselves from Skibidi Toilet and move on. Multiverse is almost over. Verlance is probably going to get ready to wrap his up soon. Boom only drops once every 2 months, it feels like. You know what I mean? So I don't know where we go from here. Obviously, I would like to make more Skibidi Toilet content, and I'm looking forward to it because I do like the series. I didn't like it at first, and I started really loving it towards like the modern era of it. I just think the creators here, yeah, man, there's not much energy or passion like there used to be. Obviously, I'm just a reactor, and people like, well, what about your series? Like I said, there's certain discussions and conversations that y'all will never get to hear and that y'all will never know about. And there's a lot of dramas that happen that aren't publicly addressed or never made it to YouTube or the mainstream. But I've been fortunate enough to be in a position where I kind of know pretty much everything going on. And I also know like every side of these stories. Like people hit me up and they'll tell me things here and there. And I piece it together, you know, and it just kind of brings it to a conclusion where this community, although it is amazing, there are still things and conversations that haven't been had that will kind of slowly but surely manifest themselves to the public. I think this is just one of the many examples of what's going on. You know, but there are good people in here in this space. I just think it gets overshadowed by these silly mistakes. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why we're doing this to ourselves. Either way, I'm not going to yap anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the information. I hope you guys it at least starts a good conversation and dialogue. Whether or not you decide to forgive SPIDARRUND is on you. As far as I go, I think as long as he comes out and gives a proper apology and also have your girlfriend apologize too, just cause like why? Cause it's kids, bro. It's kids. Think about when you was 5 years old, 6, 7, 8, 9, bro. These kids are on Discord. I even have sometimes little kids join my Discord and we treat them as such, bro. We treat them like babies. Once the kids join or they're around, nobody's cursing. Nobody's talking about nothing inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? If we're ever in public VCs, and I say we as in me, my mods, and my OGs and people, sometimes you'll see our VCs with like 50, 60 people. And when you do, sometimes there will be kids, and we kind of coordinate differently because it's children. And if we don't want to be around the children, then we go to another VC or we go to a different section of the Discord designated for people who are eligible for those kind of conversations. But I guess not everybody is considering children. Amen. That's it for me. I look forward to this next era of content that 2025 is going to bring us. Shout out Skibidi Toilet. Hopefully we keep going and we don't have any more dramas. We're only 9 days in 2025, bro. Let's get it together, y'all boys.